up? What's up, faithful? What's up, faithful? What's up, faithful?
What's going down?
Welcome.
What's good?
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show, the Always Faithful 24/7 show. We are the Faithful Huddle. My name is Mark _ Faithful 87. Uncle Keith, what's up, bro?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
Absolutely awesome week. This week was so slick. It was like a greased pig in the rain.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Woo-wee.
Our beloved First Lady, how you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing good. K Jizzle, what's up, bro?
Man, there's been so much stuff happening, man. God help me, but God helps the needy, but he knows I'm greedy. So
I know that's right. Our GM of the show, my little brother, Prez, what's good, bro?
What's going on, man? We here outside.
Absolutely. Outside. First Lady.
All right. Faithful viewers, please welcome Jack Hammer from the Santa Rosa Press Democrat to the show. Jack, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for the invite. I'm looking forward to this.
Welcome, Jack.
It's been a slow news day this week.
Yeah, not much going on.
Again, Jack, thank you for accepting our invitation. We appreciate your availability, your time, and your support. We are looking forward to having a great conversation with you regarding I would say the shockwave this week regarding bringing Jimmy G back, the 53-man roster, and also currently bringing back so far 13 players that was already on our roster on a practice squad. So we're looking forward to having a fun conversation regarding your opinions what took place this week. So with that said, I would like to start with my first question to you. Was Jimmy G resigning as a backup a smart insurance policy for the team?
Yeah, I think this was a fantastic move for the 49ers. That was the one spot that you could say was maybe a little bit weak was with quarterback spot. They were pretty good in other areas. I know a lot of people point to the offensive line, but I think the backup quarterback position was definitely an area that was of concern. We kind of mentioned that a little bit before training camp started, and to be able to get Jimmy Garoppolo for the amount that they did, that's a really good job by their front office.
Yeah, I agree. As of now, I would say I agree. Because Jack, I'm gonna be honest, and my faithful huddle know, Jack, when we got the news, I was very disappointed because I was so set on either a trade or a release.
Mm-hmm.
First, me and my brother above you, Jizzle, we were so focused on Jimmy G being released because we believed that no team won him, you know, and respectful wise. However, when he resigned, without me like looking into like what he took less, I was more concerned about the locker room. And I believe the locker room is tight. However, I was concerned about what would take place within the players as far as is there going to be any kind of confusion regarding their confidence in Treylands. So that's what I was really concerned about. And then I was thinking, like, well, being that he's resigned, okay, so they have to let Suffolk go because, in my opinion, Jimmy G is like a couple of steps better than Suffolk, in my opinion. However, Purdy, in my opinion, gives you more. I believe that Purdy's skill set and athleticism is much better than Suffolk. So I was a green light with them, moving forward Purdy and letting Suffield go. With that said, but at that time, I wasn't happy. But as of right now, I understand why they made that move regarding the business and also for the team to go further, deeper into the playoff towards the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We have a divided huddle on that, though, because me and Prez were ecstatic. We saw, and we've been saying weeks before that it was a great business move, that we shouldn't give them away for nothing. And this was, to me, an absolute genius move. You got an established quarterback for less than established quarterback money, and you created cap space. What could be better?
Yeah.
What's your opinion, Jack? How do you feel about the situation?
I'm of the opinion that it was the smart way to go. I understand to a degree the concern about the locker room. And what I'll say is I don't think there'll be a single problem in the locker room if Treylands is the guy that they expect him to be. If the 49ers win and Treylands is playing good, nobody's going to complain. And if Treylands is playing poorly and the 49ers are struggling, that's when you're going to hear the rumblings.
I agree.
That's not any different, though, than any team in the NFL any year.
Right.
In my opinion.
Correct. I agree.
I've touched a lot on this show as far as the culture that John and Kyle bring to the organization. And as far as like the locker room goes, I just feel that, you know what, like the guys, they love Jimmy and they love Trey. And these are all football guys. It's like a brotherhood. I mean, I could be wrong, but it just seems that no matter who's under center, they have their back.
I agree also. I also don't think that Jimmy G would be smart to even start in controversy, because he was done a favor. There was nobody out there really clamoring for him. He get a chance to be on a team that has tremendous potential and participate and increase his own trade value and stock next year.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And I think that the biggest thing, and Jess mentioned this, is the locker room. And I think that Kyle Shanahan showed a lot by the way that he managed that team last year. And if you look at not just last year, but you look at Kyle Shanahan's track record, he knows what he's doing when it comes to quarterbacks. He doesn't have a history of playing musical chairs at that position going back, even to his time in Washington. He stuck with RG3, and that's RG3 was hurt. In Houston, it was, I can't remember the quarterback that they had out there, but he never did that. He's never done that. And that's one of the things, you go back to the early 2000s with the 49ers and with Alex Smith and all that situation. Remember how you didn't know from one week to the next if it was going to be Alex Smith or Troy Smith or Derek Carr, that kind of stuff. That's how you can tell the difference between somebody who knows what they're doing with the most important position on your team.
Correct. Okay.
Right.
Question.
I agree. Okay. So we're going to move forward with the next question. Anyone?
What are the chances of Jimmy G's presence becoming divisive at some point during the season?
I think the only way that Garoppolo being on the team becomes divisive is if they're losing.
I agree. I think we answered part of that in the previous statement too. I totally agree with that.
Because if they're winning and Treylands, if Treylands is playing okay and they're winning games, the team's going to be fine. And you go back to last season, even it's not like Jimmy Garoppolo was setting the world on fire at any point. Yeah. He was just, they played their best when Jimmy Garoppolo was handing the ball off 30 to 40 times.
Jack, Treylands, there's going to be some growing pains, right? So how as far as just how long of a leash would you give Treylands with those growing pains and with until we see Jimmy?
Good question.
Yeah, I think that Treylands is the guy that you've built your organization around, or you expect to, with those 3 first-round draft picks. I think that leash is as long as the season is. The only way that Treylands doesn't play in a game is because he can't play.
He's hurt. Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Honestly, Jack, it needed to be said because the Nine Empire, we need to hear that. Anything is possible. Of course, we don't want that to happen, and I agree with you totally. I believe that will be the only reason why Jimmy G would step in, only because of injury, God forbid. Because I don't think some of our fan base know that Treylands, he's a really smart young man,
Mhm.
And just not only by him representing himself well when he talks, also just by his performance regarding the Green Bay Packers, that first preseason game when we experienced him sliding, and then he opened up and told the public that was his first time ever sliding. I think that was brilliant because it was something that was unexpected from our fan base, and it was unexpected to hear him say that was his first time ever. So I agree with you totally, and I just want to remind our faithful viewers and also our faithful huddle that Treylands, he's a very smart young man, and like you were saying earlier, within these 17 games, and our first lady was saying too, there's going to be some ups and downs. However, we just don't know when that's going to happen, or that's if it happens. So it is a possibility. It is a possibility.
I want to say something really quick.
Yes.
Like this was my question, and the way Jack answered, I totally agree. Like it's only a problem if you're losing, and winning is the best deodorant. But so if you're starting to establishing a new relationship, worst thing you can do is you talk to your ex, and your ex say, "Hey, I'm falling on hard times," and you rent out your room to the ex. You know what I mean? So that's where I kind of felt like this could become an issue. So, but moving on.
No, I hear you though, because that is something that's something that
Right.
I think that this is in that instance, this is just a really strong relationship that can withstand having that person have to live down in the basement of the house.
It has to be.
Absolutely. All right. How many questions do we have? 6, right?
We have 8.
Hey, what's up, people here?
Okay.
What's up, Pete?
What's happening, fam?
Hey, Mr. Warrior.
How y'all
Prez, you do this one for me, bro.
Okay. Is there more pressure on Treylands to perform great as the starting QB1?
I don't think there's more pressure on him. I think for this answer, I'll go back. I don't know if you guys heard the Steve Young interview about a month and a half ago or a month ago on 95.7 The Game out in the Bay Area. But that was, if you haven't, you need to check it out because that's one of the best interviews I've seen or heard, in a long time, because he talks about specifically this, and his comment was, if Jimmy Garoppolo standing on the sidelines makes the pressure too much for you, you're in the wrong business.
That's the right guy.
Exactly.
Right.
Correct. I think that's a great answer.
I agree. Anybody? Before I go to the next question?
Next question.
Okay. First lady.
Jack, for the Niners to win number 6, what side of the ball is going to help us get that done?
This is you guys are trying to get me in trouble tonight.
Hey.
Welcome to our show, man.
Everybody talks about the defense, and the defense is going to be great. They're going to be a big part of what the 49ers do. Super Bowl teams that win the Super Bowl don't usually have a bad defense. So the defense is going to help them out. But at some point, in order to win the Super Bowl, if they are going to win number 6 this year, at some point this year, the quarterback is going to have to make a big play in the playoffs. Not during the season, but in the playoffs, he's going to have to make a big play. That's why the 49ers haven't won number 6, is they couldn't make the big play at the end of the game with Colin Kaepernick, and they couldn't make the big play at the end of the game with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Facts.
Yeah, just as always said that.
I would say this in regards to our first lady's question. I'm looking forward to the offense helping us get it done. Surprisingly, in a good way. And the reason why I'm saying is I'm looking forward to our offensive line to shock us with improvement. Because I'm sure we all agree, Kyle Shanahan, he likes to eat up the clock on the offense.
Mhm.
So my anticipation regarding
sometimes not enough.
Exactly. But with this new regime and with Treylands' skill set and ability, and with the weapons around him now, and the depth regarding the offense, of course, I believe that they will stay on the field longer and keep our defense off the field.
Mhm.
But I like what they did with the defense as far as depth, just in case the offense don't stay on the field longer. However, being that we know Kyle Shanahan loves to eat up the clock on offense, especially the running game, being that we got great depth in our running back core, I believe, my humble opinion, respectfully, I believe the offense this season will be the reason why we will get our number 6 Lombardi. I'm not getting you in trouble, Jack. Don't worry. Anybody before I go to the next question?
No, we're running short on time. We only got.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Keep moving.
Yeah, keep it moving. Yeah, absolutely.
Press.
Besides Jimmy G, what is your most surprising 53-man roster addition? And
Great question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a really tough one. I think maybe the most surprising is just the fact that Jordan Mason did make it to the 53. I've liked him since I saw him in OTAs. So for Jordan Mason to make it, that's fantastic.
Great move.
He had a 1.6% chance of making it. I saw on Twitter. He tweeted it out.
Yeah. But guess what? He ran like he was trying to make it.
Hey,
He dragged tacklers. He got into the secondary. He was a hard-nosed runner. He earned his spot.
He did.
Nobody gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Cool.
what's your cut? What's your
Worst cut. It's the most surprising cut.
The most surprising cut. I don't know if there was one that really like shocked me. I think maybe like Kamoko Toure originally not making the roster was one for me because I thought that he would.
Yes.
All of us agree with that.
Maybe a little bit higher. I was surprised that Kerry Hyder made it ahead of him. Is really the one for me.
Me too.
Wow.
Yes. Thank you for mentioning Hyder because that's a guy I think that could be cut, and we don't talk about that. No, it doesn't get talked about because he had success in this scheme. I don't know.
I agree with you.
I would say this, Jack, real quick. Like last Wednesday when we had our show, I posted real quick. I posted a question regarding what if the 49ers keep 9 defensive linemen?
Mm-hmm.
And I had 6 defensive linemen on the side, and I had 5 up on our banner. And some of us had picked Hassan Ridgeway. Some of us had said Givens. And some of us had said Jordan Willis. And I was one of the one that had picked Hassan Ridgeway. I understand he plays interior because reason why I picked him because I knew that Chris Eric, he's looking at Drake Jackson playing in interior because he mentioned it when he watched him play in college. He's seen his versatility playing in the interior. You got him in the interior. You got Hyder, which I mentioned to our Faithful Huddle last Wednesday. Hyder true strength is in the interior. So that's why, based on your answer, I never thought that Hyder had an issue of leaving this roster.
All right. Cool.
So we'll go to the next.
And that's one of the things with the whole defensive line, right? Almost all of them can do multiple things, playing inside and outside. They only have a few that are stuck in one spot, like Javon Kinlaw and Hassan Ridgeway and those and Kevin Givens. There's very few that are stuck just playing one spot, not inside and out.
Exactly.
Good point.
Exactly.
Hey, Jack, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
What is
Okay.
your record prediction for the Niners this year?
My record prediction for the 49ers is 13-4.
Oh,
Is what I put out when the schedule first came out.
Love that. I love
Outstanding.
that.
I love it.
I love it too.
That's my same prediction, Jack.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'd follow you again
Well,
if I could, but I already followed you.
I'm following you. I'm trying to tell you, I'm following you like you got fresh grits and butter. Come on, man. Let's get to it. What's the next question? Next question.
Well, really quick, I would say here's the way that they're going to be probably in the 10 to 13 range, right? In order to get to 13, I think they need to start off the season 6-0, because that first stretch of games is relatively they're easier stretch, and
Right.
you know the tough ones are in the middle of that stretch. The game
Well, it got easy. It would have been easier if we knew Jimmy Ward was playing, but now, so we're going to win the first two, Seattle and Bears, but then you play Broncos, and you get some heavy hitters coming there where, I don't know, you guys not be so worried about the safeties as I am, because it all secondary is you play a part. It's like you're like Voltron. You guys got to all be on the same page.
Facts.
Yeah, I think the first two are winnable. The middle two in that stretch are tough because you have at Denver, and then you have the Rams, and then you go on the road to Atlanta and Carolina. So, worst case, if they're not 4-2 after week 6, I think that's where we have a little bit of panic, because this team shouldn't be worse than 4-2 to start the season.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Even if it's a tough loss, I still agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But me and you both share the same record, 13-4. Before I post another question before you depart from us, regarding our division, I have our record as 5-1. What is your opinion regarding our division record?
I don't remember what I originally put up. I think it was probably 5-1 or 4-2, something along those lines. I don't remember exactly who I had them losing to. I think I had them doing pretty good though in the division, so I'd say probably 5-1 was what I had.
Okay.
I think the Ram when I look at, I don't have much respect for Arizona and Seattle.
Okay.
I have a lot more respect for the Rams.
Understood.
I don't remember. I just don't remember.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, my 5-1 record, just to share real quick, that one loss, in my opinion, I'm thinking that loss will be that very last game that we play the Cardinals, that we're not going to that we're not going to need. That very last game, I think that will probably be our only loss within our division, in my opinion. Let me bring up the next question. P Warrior.
What's the biggest difference covering the team now than when you first started?
Well, it depends on when you want to say that I first started covering the team, because when I first wrote about the team was 2014.
Okay.
I was writing for 49er Web Zone a little bit at that point, but as far as really covering it more recently was 2020, and so for me the biggest difference is the team itself has gotten so much better over the last few years. And you can go back to 2017 till now, just the way that this roster has been built by Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. They've built just a heck of a roster, I think. And they get a lot of pushback for decisions that they've made, but they've made I think they've made more right decisions than wrong decisions.
I would agree.
Hands down, for sure.
Okay. So, Jack, before you leave, do you have any questions for us?
Well, I know we kind of talked a little bit about it, the Jimmy Garoppolo situation. What do you guys really think? Do you guys? Well, let me ask you two questions. What do you guys think of the Jimmy Garoppolo thing? Let's go there first.
Anybody?
At first, I was surprised because we were all on the whole, okay, he's either going to be traded or released. And then all of a sudden I see that news and I'm like, what just happened? And then, had a couple hours, to chat with some people and just kind of digest the whole thing. And it was like, okay, great business move.
Yeah.
I know that internally is going to be fine, but it's going to be the media, some content creators, are just going to blow it up. But I actually, I like it.
I like it for this reason because it showed team management discipline. This is not about opinions. This is about what makes sense for the team.
Yeah.
You can give Jimmy G credit for being a team player because he really didn't have much of a choice.
That's true.
All right. And you can give Shanahan and Lynch credit for doing what was right as opposed to what was hoped for. And everybody gets. They fooled 99% of the population, and that makes it genius for me.
As an owner and just a GM and a head coach, you know what I'm saying? Especially ones that have already lost the Super Bowl and an NFC championship with the team, you have to protect yourself and give yourself the best shot regardless of how the situation goes. And in any scenario, Trey getting hurt or him underperforming, and if that's what they choose to do, you have somebody that keeps you a contender to win a ring on a team that has a Super Bowl roster and has been here and probably looks like they've wasted 2 opportunities. So I think it's the best thing that you do, especially if it's your owner, as an owner and a GM, for sure.
I agree.
I'm gonna say my piece real quick, being that I touched up on it real quick, Jack, to answer your question. For the team, I think it was a great move for the team. Because I wasn't confident in Nate Sudfeld. I wasn't. I didn't see any camaraderie, any consistency, and I ain't see no rhythm of him leading the offense. I seen it more from Brock Purdy than him. So if you think about it, it's like, I'm like, I know Purdy is going to make it, and I'm not saying it with cockiness. I'm saying it with confidence just by watching him play, because I pay attention to the game. Not saying nobody else doesn't, but I really pay attention of rhythm of on the field. With that said, I think it was a great move keeping Jimmy on a roster to back Treylands up just in case, like you were saying earlier. And we know what just in case means, So with that said, I think it was a great move, and it's nothing wrong with us being mad or being disappointed. Sometimes we got to think out the box and really take into consideration to ponder on was this move really worth it? And I believe it was.
What was the second half of your question, Jack?
I was gonna ask with regards to Treylands, what is one thing that you are concerned about heading into week 1 with Treylands?
Consistency.
Oh, wait, week 1? I'm not concerned about nothing week 1, man. We about to put that on them like an iron on a crease. We about to put it on there. I'm not concerned at all.
Well, not just week 1. I say
yeah, I'm making sandwiches like I'm in prison, using the iron to iron my sandwiches into some grilled cheeses. I'm making grilled cheeses out there.
Man. All you need is some beans and you can shake and bake.
Oh, come on. You feel me, man? Me and you right here, bro.
Right there, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's time to eat.
It's time to eat, man. And as far as Jimmy G being in the way, I really don't feel like he's in the way because we invested so much into Treylands. We invested 3 first-round picks. And at the end, that gives me peace to know that this was their way of saving face, because I do believe that they overplayed their hand on how much Jimmy G was worth on the open market, or at least before we restructured his contract. Nobody was biting on that, you know what I mean? And so they had to flop on that because they overplayed their hand, you know what I mean?
I think they played it perfectly for this reason, Jizzle. I think the whole intent was to not have to get rid of him, and to force him to see his own value. Once he saw his value or lack of value, he was a lot easier to convince to restructure. And we have somebody that knows our system.
No. This is where I say you're wrong, Unc, because he chose to get the surgery and it blindsided them. And you could have got that surgery a little bit earlier. No matter what you say, you could have been like, hey, man, this is bothering me. It's been bothering me throughout the season. Maybe I should go get that checked out. Maybe I should get my agent and be like, let's get this done before that time. He put us in a bad position. And if you if you talk to his former Patriot compadres, Edelman, Bennett, they all have bad things to say upon him doing that same kind of thing.
But I also think that Lynch could anticipate this guy being less than forthright. Lynch is a lot smarter than we're giving him credit for to think he would be blindsided by a move Jimmy G would make. Which is why he traded for, gave the 3 picks, and picked this guy in the first place. He was not his quarterback.
I want to go back, Jack, to your question about Treylands, and I think the thing that I worry about is experience, but also the O-line, because I think we have to have a sufficient run game in order for not only Trey to be his best, but also Shanahan to trust that Trey's going to be his best. What do you feel from that standpoint?
I like the fact that you said offensive line, but then you clarified it by even further by saying the need to run the ball instead of saying the offensive line because of the pass blocking. And you're right. I think that's the biggest thing. They need to be able to run the ball. If they can run the ball, everything kind of comes off of it. Yeah. You watch Treylands at North Dakota State. They ran the ball like, North Dakota State's basically Alabama, right?
Roll Tide.
And the way that they roll over people in the FCS. So, run the ball a lot and then play action, the deep balls off of that with Treylands. And I think you're spot on. If they can run the ball, Treylands is going to be able to work off of that. Really.
And I had a question about who would you how much capital would you spend on getting a top tier offensive lineman now that we have the cap space?
I don't.
Who would you be willing to trade?
Who would I be willing? I don't know if there's really. I don't know if I would be willing. I don't know. That's a good one. Like, who would I be willing to trade? Juwan Jennings, maybe. Like somebody like a Juwan Jennings.
We'll talk about this after you go out, bro. We'll talk about this after. Don't waste his time. Moving on.
Well, but to get a top tier offensive lineman, you've got to give up something of value. And so the 49ers, Juwan Jennings isn't top. Juwan Jennings probably
he's not top tier. He had a bad offseason.
And so you're talking like Brandon. You're probably even having to go to like Brandon Ayuk.
No.
But
that's why I said we're going to talk about that.
Hold up, Jizzle. Hold up.
To get that top tier offensive lineman, though, now I'm not saying that I'd want to trade him, but in order to get a top tier offensive lineman, that's probably what you probably have, because those guys don't grow on trees. And
exactly.
I got a lot to say about this, and I'm gonna wait.
How do you feel about outside of Trent? How do you feel about the line? Do you I apologize.
I don't think the offensive line is as bad as it's been made out to be. I think that if you go back to like the game on Thursday night, I don't think that was as bad from the offensive line standpoint in the passing game. There was a lot of Treylands that was part of that.
Mm-hmm.
We started 2 guards and tackles, though. That has to matter to someone.
You talking about what they put out there on Thursday night?
Colt McKivitz and Jalen Moore at tackles. Those are 2 guards.
No, you're right. No, Colt McKivitz is okay. Jalen Moore, oh my gosh, he's been brutal.
Yeah, at the
left tackle. He's not a guard. He's not a tackle. He's a guard.
That's the reason for the question.
Yeah,
Western Michigan.
That was the reason for the question.
Yeah, no, it's a really good question, because in order to get a top tier offensive lineman, you're gonna think of it's gonna be somebody that hurts. If you want to trade for a top tier offensive lineman, it's gotta
hurt. Jack, we've been talking about the offensive line ad nauseum. We've been talking about Jim G ad nauseum. And if we're going to address it, let's just pull the Band-Aid off, expose the scab. You know, you got to hurt some kind of way. Jizzle, I'm sorry, man. I'll give you a hug. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey Jack, can I call into your show too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Put your number in my DM, man. Let's hook up.
What I'll have to do is I'll have to do a call-in show here maybe next week since we have a long week. And
Yeah.
Hey, we rock with
awesome,
you. You've been on our show now. We rock with you, and like we got opinions and everything, and we're about to be a big podcast too. So we, all that matters.
You guys always go on Wednesday night, so maybe I'll do it. I don't want to interrupt on a Wednesday night, so maybe I'll do a Friday night call-in show because I usually don't have a show of my own on Friday night. So maybe we'll do that.
Cool.
Yeah, that works.
Just let us know.
Well, okay.
Just let us know, man.
Let us know.
Jack, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You're a cool dude, bro. For real.
Thank you guys. It was fun. We'll do it again. You can hit me up during the season, and we'll figure out a time.
Anytime.
Outstanding.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
Thank you.
Take care.
Now, Jizzle, let's get at it.
Hey, let's get at it.
I almost thought I saw a tear when he said Ayuk. That was brutal,
bro, because we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that at all, bro. Like, real talk.
But what he was trying to say is, if you want to trade for a top tier offensive lineman, that's a player that you would need to trade.
I'm sorry.
That's the only thing he was saying. Not like
he's right. That's he was
do that.
But when you said a guy like Ayuk, like that's not fixing the situation. That's like adding. That's pouring gasoline on a fire. What the fuck are we doing? No. And then I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt anybody, but like I'm mad about these cuts and these offseason things. I don't really see what we're doing here. We cut too many offensive linemen. That's our weakness. And everybody identified it, and Prez, our GM, identified it before all of us identified it. And what do? We cut more offensive linemen than any other thing. And so I'm like,
that was the reason for the question. If we did all that cutting and got all that cap space, are we trying to get something that's tier 1?
For next year, ain't nobody out here to get it.
Well, you'd be surprised if you put the right.
Like Isaiah Wynn. So let me give you guys a good example. So Isaiah Wynn, you got to trade something for him to get it from him.
Damn,
and then so you can't even get him.
Yeah, bro.
So now we got all this money.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Give me one good second, man.
Okay.
So you got all this money, but it's not good till next year. That's good. But like, bro, I'm trying to win this year, bro. Like, y'all not man. If somebody understand what I'm saying, man, tell me they understand what I'm saying, man. Because, bro, I play every year. I play fantasy football and fantasy sports. Let me just preface it with that.
You good?
But I play to win every year, bro.
I got you.
And what are we doing? We got money for next year. Of course, this money rolls over to next year. We had the other guy, the cap expert, on our show. Mm-hmm. This money rolls over into next year. But what about this year, bro? Because I want to win. I'm Mike Singletary. I want winners.
Yeah.
I want winners.
Yeah.
Why we cutting offensive linemen, bro? I really want to know this, bro. Like, I'm really kind of pissed, to be honest with y'all. I'm pissed because what is our strategy here, bro? We're already about to go into the season, and I don't know the 49ers strategy, bro.
Ty put in the chat, good offensive linemen are hard to trade for. Teams don't let those guys go.
Yeah, fact.
Well, we're letting those guys. Justin School started 8 games for us last year. We just let him go like he was nothing. And like, bro,
I'm not.
I'm lost. And we could get into this later, but I want to know. And I'm being honest with you. I don't know the 49ers strategy, and I'm a strategist, and I'm like, what are we doing? Because even when Trey Sermon made the 53, and we kept all those running backs. I'm like, man, we're about to run the shit out the ball like 2019 like levels. And they kept all their big backs. I understood what they were doing at that time. Now you cut Trey Sermon over, and you have 4 tight ends on their roster. What are we doing?
Can we
This
not
does
see?
not make sense.
All right, so I have to.
And now, I'm being
I have
honest.
to-
Anything that we're doing right now does not make sense to me.
I have to revise Jizzle's shirt because now it's I love
It's Niner
schemology
gang.
and
It's
I'm
Niner gang or don't bang. Niner gang or don't bang. And I bang this shit so hard. Y'all know how hard I bang this Niner shit, man. I bang this shit, man. It's like P Warrior. I'm gonna bang till I can't bang no more.
Bang, bang, baby.
But I'm annoyed because don't we all want to know what the front office is thinking? Like, what are we doing here? And I really believe, like, okay, you got us close to fourth base, which is home base, but we never made it home. You know what I mean? I want to believe you guys know what you're doing, but like, and you got us so close.
They have
Always
a plan,
faithful.
and unfortunately,
Yeah, but the plan might be.
Unfortunately, we're not privy to it. So, but they have a plan. We're not privy to it, and
We gotta have faith.
Opinions, and it is what it is. Just ride
Nah,
it out.
bro, I'm not gonna have blind faith anymore. I'm not gonna have this blind faith anymore. I'm
Nah, you might
not
not be
doing
having
that no
blind
more,
faith,
bro.
but you blind
I'm not
faith
doing that. I
anyway.
don't care if we're always faithful, whatever we are. I'm not gonna have no more blind faith because, bro, it's just not making sense. To be honest with you guys, I'm sorry. With this shit that they've done, this shenanigans, which rhymes with Shanahan, it's not good, bro. Like I'm not really feeling it. None of this. Like, oh, we're guaranteed. Jimmy's gonna find a good home. It's gonna be not with us, and now he's with us, and then got Treylands here, and it's like, all right, yeah, I like Jimmy D because he helped me learn this little play to get the ball off quicker. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, seriously. And then, to be honest with you, not even just that. Why are we cutting so many linemen? And that's the weakness of our team.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm saying.
You talking about the offensive line?
I'm saying.
Yes.
Saying.
Not talking about the defensive line. Come on, bro.
It's like,
why are we cutting so many offensive linemen, bro? There's no reason we should be.
I'm on this with Jizzle because at this point, these dudes that got caught got a lot of playing time. So everybody's relatively new to the positions or was playing out of positions, and everybody was getting a lot of shared playing time, which means no one's really getting one reps. They were continuously shuffling people the entire time. Then you cut these dudes that is like, well, like they're not even depth anymore. They're not an option, you know, but they're gonna make it to the practice squad. They bring it in, you know what I'm saying? They could sign people, but it's weird, bro. It's real weird how this line is like really shaping out. Because no matter what people want to say, I don't care who was running in until the end of the fourth quarter games. There was no run game, period. There was no run game, period, until the fourth quarter, and we're talking about we just having superior running back that's just getting yards. You know what I'm saying? Compared to who he's playing with, man. It's some shit, man.
Hey, bro, if they get Treylands hurt, bro, I'm fucking hot, bro.
Into existence.
No, I'm not even trying to, but I'm trying to tell you what I'm seeing right now. If this happens, bro, I might not even be on the podcast no more. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm not even playing no round no more, bro. I'm being honest.
Bro.
I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm done with that.
Can I be the voice of optimism?
Hold on. P-War again, bro.
All right, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna be positive, even though it may look negative. Nah, I gotta kind of catch up. It's been kind of busy. I've been kind of behind with all of the roster and everything. How's Mike McGlinchey looking out there?
Oh, he's looking like trash, bro. He looking hurt.
No, he's still hurt. I think he's still hurt.
So
he's still hurt.
That's
He
not
just
well.
came,
That's
he
what.
just came back to practice.
Hey, First lady, you saw that clip, I imagine. Y'all saw that clip of.
Oh, I saw it. He looking at him take one step without blowing out his knee.
So he not 100%, but he trying to practice.
He was hobbling. Is all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I don't like McGlinchey, so I'm not gonna clown him.
All right, so shout out to White Claw. This is good stuff right here.
For you, First Lady. That's not kosher for us.
White Claw, if you're watching, sponsor us. This is awesome. I have this every show.
Yeah, White Claw, if you're watching us, it is awesome.
Jizzle, hold on. Hold on.
I want what Jizzle had.
Hold on,
I want what Jizzle had.
Let me ask the faithful Huddle this. Week 1, who are we starting at right tackle?
McKivitz to me, if McGlinchey ain't playing.
Yeah, I think
wouldn't it be McKivitz?
I think so.
It's not going to be McGlinchey. Guys, it's not going to be McGlinchey.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is yet either. I think McKivitz will do his best to hold it down. And guys, I understand. Go ahead, Prez.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off, Mark. Go ahead, bro.
Guys, listen. Individually, I understand. We at a place with discomfort mentally, like, yo, what is going on? I would like for our offensive line, not just me, we would like for our offensive line to be stronger and also convincing that they will protect our investment, which is Treylands. However, we gotta go with the process, guys. We do. Listen, Jizzle.
Well, at least with you're talking about protecting Treylands,
right?
So at least we have Trent Williams on the left side protecting his blind spot
and Banks,
right? But as far as
hold on, guys, right. The way this is going, I didn't expect that. I expected them to do more to protect their investment that they've done. Yeah. They haven't done enough, and I feel like, damn, man, I have to be like, hey, man, and say you haven't done enough to protect your asset. I can give you a million examples, like Andrew Luck when he was with the Colts, or Cam Newton who was with the Panthers. What they could have done to make sure that you protect your investment, but they didn't. And then you never know. In history gets written, you don't ever know what it could have been. And we're doing the same thing with Treylands, and this is what I honestly hate, to be honest with you. I'm be full disclosure with you guys. Black quarterbacks don't get the protection. They be like, oh, you can run, you're good. And they don't give you the weapons or the blocking that's predicated for you to be successful in this league. And I'm just being honest, because
I agree with you, Jizzle. I also think that they don't get the calls from the refs either. So when you get a high hit, and you have to factor all that in.
And I also think that just being the 49ers as a team, and we're the way people feel about us as a whole team, I think we just don't look at the Super Bowl, the 2 Super Bowls, all those calls that we should have gotten. Nick Bosa being pretty much.
Oh my God, molested, bro! Right. So can I buy you a drink?
As far as a team as a whole, I just think that the 49ers never get the calls their way, and if they do, it's few and far between.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. And there's a smear campaign going on against Nick Bosa. This shit is getting outrageous.
Yeah. You know what? For the third year in a row, we're the pretenders all over again. So bring it. Let's go.
Yeah, no, facts, man. I mean, it's going to be. It's a circus. Like when it comes to, I hope y'all ready, man. Like just not us, but just the Niner fans in general. Because I am telling you, we thought last year was bad because of Jimmy G and how it was, but I am telling you, this media this year with Treylands and now Jimmy Black, it's going to be all bad. They are spinning everything. It's so much for these players, and these dudes have to block out coming in every single week. Like, it's just going to be crazy, man. Like,
hey, as long as things are good inside that building in Santa Clara, California, that is all that matters.
Hey, Mark,
but we already know that's the case, though.
Mark, who do you think is controlling
I
this
don't
team?
think that's the case. No. Can I say one quick thing, real quick? When people always say, "We already know that's the case." When Jimmy G was confirmed to come back to the team,
You know that's the case.
now anybody go and fact check me on this. Ain't nobody said, "Hey, glad to have Jimmy G coming back here." And if I implore anybody to say, anybody saying, "Hey, Jimmy G's coming back," any player from the team, and I'll wait. They said, "Hey, I'm glad Jimmy G's coming back," and now we got the two-headed quarterback thing. Let me know if y'all find that out on Twitter. Let your boy know. Ain't nobody said that though.
Hey man,
No,
Nobody gonna say
I promise you. Because go ahead. I'm sorry. Who was next?
Again, that goes back to what we were saying when we had our special guest Jack Hammer on the show with us. It was a great business decision regarding the money wise, because again, Kyle Shanahan said it. If Jimmy G didn't sign that contract to take less, Brock Purdy was going to be QB number 2. And Nate Sudfeld, if they would have kept him, he would have been QB 3. But being that Jimmy G, listen, Jimmy G knew that, I'm going to say it like this. Jimmy G know that this is a great organization. And he also knows and understands that this team is well equipped. He also knows that other teams out there didn't want him.
That was the whole point of this whole exercise, Mark. I think it really was.
Exactly. So my thing is this: it's like, listen, hey, why not stay with a team that has the weapons to win a championship? Listen, he been a backup for Tom Brady and won 2 Super Bowls. So why not do it again?
Get paid.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So why not?
We're all agreeing on that.
Yeah. No, I was answering Jizzle, but he stepped away.
No, Jizzle floated away. He didn't step nowhere. Jizzle's so fired up, his camera's foggy.
I get it. Yo.
And look, that's a true fan, though, Mark. He's emotional about it.
Yeah, I know. I know Jizzle. Trust me, I know.
But we already know what the narrative gonna be with Jimmy G, though, man.
Jizzle, if you came back with a grilled cheese sandwich.
Here's my thing is this right tackle situation, man. And it's like, and I'm just saying, even if McGlinchey comes in and plays, like, just we need something there that's for real, because what happens is if it is a real weakness, if McGlinchey's not 100% or whoever over there is not up to par, and we don't bring anybody in, you neutralize Trent Williams because you move their best pass rusher to the other side. And so now instead, it's not the same. It will not be the same if it is a looming gap.
Let me ask you guys a question. What y'all think that I don't know about this team? And full disclosure, because I don't believe Jimmy G can come behind this offensive line and do anything that Sudfeld or Purdy couldn't have done, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I'm being real with you. And I'll be real with you guys. I know football. Can nobody tell me I don't know football? And if y'all want to tell me I don't know football, y'all be the first ones. But
you absolutely know football, Jizzle.
Facts.
Yeah. Jizzle, so here's the thing. Is bringing Jimmy G back. I know we get the third compensatory. I know we could get potentially of him staying on our roster for the whole year. But is it really worth the Trey looking over his back the whole time? Is it really worth
no, not
the locker room not knowing
He's not going to be looking over his
who
shoulder.
their master is?
To answer your no, Jizzle, it's not. In all honesty, if it's $6 million
Right.
third round pick, and y'all, and I love Jimmy G, and it's not.
You invested so much in him. Thank you, Press.
It's not from a fan standpoint. It's not from a media standpoint. It may not even be from a Shanahan standpoint. But when you get to Lynch and then you get to York as an owner, if you the one responsible for all of it, which is York, you know what I'm saying? And you done lost Super Bowls. It's been 20 years. York's done been through the gutter, bro. Like, he was hated by this franchise, you know what I'm saying? And then by the fans, and he's been able to flip it. To the people that matter, it is worth it, bro. And that's what we got to deal with. That's what they got to deal with in that locker room. That's what they got to deal with as fans. It's the best chance for anybody that does not understand the dynamics, like you were just saying, Jizzle. Like you right, bro. Like,
Thank you. Thank you, Fred. They don't understand the dynamics, because if Trey gets hurt, we're not winning nothing ever. I've been to those games.
Jizzle, hold on. I wouldn't say ever. I understand that you're saying probably this season, but I wouldn't say ever. However,
not with Jimmy G there, we're not winning nothing.
Here's the other. My bad. Go ahead, Mark. The other side is that Jimmy can drop his no trade clause, and this makes him very tradable. It makes me very tradable. And I
read that because he can be traded in November. That is true.
And here's where
I saw that too.
Here's where I'm coming from, because the fact that we have 3 freaking quarterbacks on this roster and is stupid. It makes absolutely no sense, whoever they are. And so I'm hoping that that's what the plan is to trade Jimmy very soon. You know what I'm saying? It's much more manageable. It's like right now you have a stopgap. Like, no matter what, if we keep him, you get like the third pick of the last round of the third round. So you get there 4 or 5 compensatory picks at the end of the third round. Anything that we get ahead of that, the 49ers, they'll make the trade. And we still get better than what you have a deadline now. You have an outline for a trade because of the compensatory pick and his $6 million.
Can I say one quick thing though? I believe that I'm gonna say it anyway. You guys don't like it anyway. So I believe that the Niners. So you didn't want to trade. You didn't want to trade for him when he was at his worst. Don't try to trade him when he's at his best. Now that you can trade for a cheap contract, they're not gonna let you do that now. And that's how petty this front office is. And they're not gonna let you do that. And you know, I feel like they're petty like that, and they're not gonna let you do that. For one,
I would say this to add with the faithful Huddle was just saying. I believe, again, like I said earlier in our show, I believe no teams out there wanted him. Especially, they did not want to pay that $24.2 million.
But
hold on.
Shanahan said that he thought they had the trade done in that interview. Shanahan said it that he thought the trade was done, and Lynch
the surgery
exactly
sabotaged that.
Exactly,
yes, it did.
That's why I said a couple shows ago, we have to hold out on opinion of this until we find out what really happened, man. Because
no, we really don't.
No.
Hey, no. Garoppolo could have figured out that he needed shoulder surgery, and I've said this. We can go back. Everybody that's on the podcast, go back, and I always said he sabotaged us by blindsiding us this way.
Fact.
You think you couldn't have figured that out?
Even Joe Staley said that.
Yeah, no, we know. We know.
No. Yeah, be honest with you, bro.
Not in those words. Not
like, I'm in my 40s. A lot of my shit's not working the same way. But I can tell you, that shit ain't working the same way. Hey, work with me, babe. My, you know, I don't want to get too graphic with y'all. But like, you know, it's just not working the same way. I gotta give you some, you know, something in advance to let you know that, hey, man, this ain't going the same way. Y'all, and all the people in my 40s and 50s, Uncle, Mark, bro, y'all know.
Listen, hold on, Jizzle. My point was regarding that no team out there wanted him because of that 24.2. I think, again, this goes back to our first lady comment earlier in our show. She believes, and I agree with her, I believe that the 49ers have a plan. We don't know that yet. Of course we don't know. we don't sit in the office with them. With that said, I think they brought it down for numerous of reasons, meaning the salary, his salary. So I think they made it more easier for teams to want him, so we can.
And nobody wanted him still.
I know, but I'm just saying. Let's just say something.
But still, nobody wanted him, bro. It doesn't matter. Nobody wanted him.
Jizzle, I agree with you. Prez, I feel you. Feel me? What I'm saying. From now to November, something can happen. God forbid, regarding a quarterback for another team. But let's just say something happened to the point the 49ers.
No. I can't do that.
Jizzle.
I play poker.
Jizzle,
I'm a gambler.
I can't do the food, man. You're killing me. I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Hold on, bro. Yeah.
I can't hear what you're saying, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And you should be sharing.
Go ahead, eat, bro. Prez, what you was gonna say, bro? My bad, man. I know, Prez.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying. What I was saying to Jizzle is, no, we don't, not to hold out verdict. I feel you on the Jimmy G situation, and I'm more on your side more now than I have ever been. Real shit stuff. But if he was traded, bro, and then the man went and had surgery, our front office did their job, bro. You can't blame these cats for that. That's all I'm saying is that is the other side of what has been said. I think we just have to reserve judgment on it. Like, yes, the only time I told people that I felt like people really should be mad at Jimmy G a few episodes back is when I said that he sabotaged the surgery, like 100%. Like all the hate then at that point would be warranted, but that was never what people were mad at. And it's like, nah, cuz he did sabotage the situation.
He sabotaged us. He put us, him and Anthony Yee, which is his agent, whatever his name is. I don't care. Don't correct me ever again on that. I don't care.
Listen, I understand. I respect your opinion regarding what he did. Right now, I'm focused on the past 2 days of him signing to take less. And I'm only going back to
he did that because he put himself in the bad position where he had to do this. This is what I want you guys to realize.
No, I do. Jim, let me ask you this. Not just you, the faithful huddle. I'm gonna answer my own question first. I believe this is a win-win. At first, it was difficult for Jizzle. You know, bro, how I feel about that. The Jimmy G.
I know.
But I understand, man. I kind of like left it alone. However, to the faithful huddle, do y'all believe this was a win-win regarding Jimmy G signing or taking less and signing as a backup to Treylands? Do you believe it was a win-win?
There's so many layers.
Yes, because
Just hold up, bro. Press.
You asked it. I didn't know who you were talking to.
Faithful huddle, bro. Faithful huddle.
Nah, I shut up forever.
No, you good. Nah, don't shut up. Just wait a minute, bro.
Yes, absolutely. It is a win-win and a lose-lose, no matter how you look at it. Like, it is ultimately like it. And even to Jizzle's point, if we really getting down to it, like having to be the coach, because now you got the questions, everything they have to do, it doesn't seem worth it, man. It doesn't seem worth it, except for the fact, bro, that this team is a Super Bowl caliber team.
We are.
Yeah. We've experienced injuries. And I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I ain't never said nothing about this front office questioning Trey or anything like this. But the fact that they are willing to let this narrative continue to ride and be in this situation, there may be bigger questions marks as far as how they feel about Trey right now for this year winning the Super Bowl with this roster.
I don't even agree with that. I'm
not saying moving forward. I'm not saying period. It's like, because, and the only reason I'm saying this, Jizzle, is because this is the only thing that to me really explains, outside of having a backup that can still get you to the Super Bowl.
Let me talk to you on some real shit. Like, I will tell you about this front office. They don't like to lose. They don't like to admit their wrongs. And so, like, me and you made that bet on Trey Sermon, right? Why did they cut Trey Sermon after y'all ready to put him on the 53? It makes no fucking sense. Because I honestly got proved wrong. I got proved wrong. Because Prez Ben said, hey, man, you're going to make the 53. He made the 53. And then I was like, all right, where do I go wrong? This is what did you do. This is what you should do. All of us should do. Hey, you check to be like, whoa, okay, where did I go wrong? So I was wrong. Prez was right? So where did I go wrong on this? And where's the line of thinking they have, right? I was like, damn, they want to keep a lot of big backs. You got TDP. You got Elijah Mitchell, who's not a big back, but he's probably hurt anyways. So you got a couple of big backs behind him, right? So I was like, oh, that's why they kept Sermon. And to be honest, the biggest honest answer is because they invested a third round.
Facts.
But I would never say that. But you know what I'm saying? Okay. So after the 53, and you just add a lineman that means nothing.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
I know. Press, brother, give me something real quick. Hold on. Like, do y'all really have a plan here? Cause it's starting to sound like y'all don't have a plan here, bro.
It's real. Jizzle. I'm saying, like, what the hell is going on, bro?
What is going on? Matter of fact, don't cut all these linemen because we ain't even secure there. It's like, I know how Mark said, oh, we're going to have 9 D linemen here, and you're probably close to being right. This is horrible how we're doing this because, come on, bro. Like, bro.
Not with the line.
You invested 3 first-round picks in Treylands, bro. This shit has to work out. And now, if y'all don't feel me on anything else I say, this has to work out with Treylands, bro. Like, if it does not work out,
it'll definitely work out.
I believe it will.
No, it's not. You guys we're losing depth. And I'm like, no, hold on 1 quick second, Mark.
What's up, bro?
I'm like Michael Irvin. I'm like Michael Irvin. We're losing recipes.
Jizzle, can I ask you a question?
What?
Can I ask you, license and registration, please, sir? Because you're driving the bus drunk right now, man. You got to slow down a little bit. And that sandwich looks so good, man. I'm hungry. You know, jacked a fat man up. Why you had to eat this sandwich, man? For real. But you get your point.
I got my license. You want to see my license and registration, bro?
No,
you want to see how much money I make out here? All that shit's good, bro. But I am so tired. And you want to see?
Shifty's 49ers talk makes a good point right here, and I agree. This front office communicates very well. It's why Debo, Mostert, and Gold all came back after requesting trades. I agree with this 100%. Uncle Keith, what about you?
I agree. I think it's this all comes down to if we don't understand it because they got a better plan than what we know about. We got to have faith.
Yeah.
Chris?
We got,
yes, they absolutely communicate very well. But they have never been able in 5 years to build an offensive line. That's just what it is. We traded for Lakin. We traded.
No, I agree with Prez.
Yeah.
Jizzle, hold up. We agree.
Y'all trying to act like I'm acting stupid? All right.
No.
No, we agree. We're talking about the comment right here.
We're talking about the comment. No, what we're saying is we all agree with you, Jizzle. What we're saying is like, yo, we got to be patient with development of their plan.
But to the offensive line, though, no. We've had
I understand. But guys, yo, listen, y'all know for the past 5 years, y'all know our offense has always been mediocre. And we always had an offensive line to the point that we always was worried about our offensive line. With that said, listen, we gotta let them gel. We gotta let them develop, and we just gotta wait and see.
I'm not doing all that, bro. I'm not. We already let this.
We only had 3 preseason games. I understand that you don't like to pick up on hints. I don't know too much about the brother that we picked up from offensive line. Yeah. I'm only hearing from you.
This is where we at. We like 29th in the waivers, Mark. We 29th in the waivers. That means 28 other teams passed on dude. That's what that means. That's what that means. It's like I ain't saying.
Yeah, why would you cut Trey Sermon for a guy that can't even pass block at all, but he's a really good run blocker, but he's probably going to be a backup anyways. Like, be honest with y'all. Be honest with y'all.
Just right. But it made no sense. And even
I'll shut up. If you don't want me to shut up, I'll shut up.
No, I'm saying just right. I'm saying you're right. 100%.
Jizzle. You have to shut
up. No. That's what I'm saying. I'll shut up. Matter of fact, I'll get off because I got a lot of shit to do. Because I'm better in my career, I could go do something else. But if you make sure I'll shut up.
Jizzle, relax, bro.
Okay, so everybody is concerned about the offensive line, rightfully.
Yeah, I am. We cut too many offensive linemen, bro.
Okay, so Finch probably not gonna play. They're gonna probably start McKivitz. Now, do y'all think McKivitz is a better version of Tom Compton?
No.
The
worst move of the offseason at this point now, looking back in retrospect, which means nothing, was letting Tom Compton walk. like man.
Okay. And you're probably right. So I don't know. I mean, okay, so basically on some level we questioning the moves as far as the offensive line. Now, Trey Sermon, okay, I think he made the 53. Then you see the breaking news that they waived him. I think they realized the mistake that they made, and I think he probably needed to change the scenery too. The writing was on the wall, and I was probably one of the biggest supporter of him. But at any rate, let's just admit that it didn't work out. We still got other good running backs and move on from him. To me, they're gonna start McKivitz in. The way you protect him as much as you can is you play to his strength, which is run block. Now, God forbid it's 3rd and long, then he's probably going to be exposed. But the advantage of having Trent is that he can escape and move a little bit. Jimmy back there will be a statue. We know what that would be.
Until he gets exactly. And he's out of there.
Now, I'm gonna say this.
Like, I honestly see some stuff y'all might not see, and if y'all don't want to admit it, I feel like get off right here.
Look, I agree with everything more or less what you're saying. Nah, I was
I told him
shocked that Jimmy. Yeah, I was shocked that they
We
brought
agree with
Jimmy
you, bro.
G back, but I'm not. I'm gonna say this. I don't have nothing. I don't have no hate for Jimmy. He won games. He took us to the Super Bowl. Took us to the NFC Championship game. Obviously, we know Trey gonna bring a different skill set that hopefully take us over the hump where he couldn't take us. Now, I didn't have confidence in Sudfeld either. I had more confidence in Purdy than I had in Sudfeld, truthfully, just in watching the games. More
No, but I
athletic
want
to
to tell
move,
you
make things
guys
happen.
though. So I have the ultimate faith in Treylands, but now he
Me
has
too.
less games to do it because we got this. Oh my god!
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
even.
But let me say this right quick.
They ain't gonna
I
play
think
unless he's hurt.
having Jimmy behind him, to me, Trey already had a chip on his shoulder. Because we know what the narrative of the Twitter world and the media world is.
And I will say that Treylands is confident enough that he's not going to be looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, I think if anything, this gonna bring out his game more.
Absolutely.
Because in the back of his mind, he got to know, okay, even though we know him and Jimmy relationship is good, but in the back of his mind, it's like, okay, well, this is my team. I got a great relationship with the guy.
What's up, John V?
Nah, the media, even though he ain't hearing the noise, he ain't crazy enough not to know what's going on. So this is more motivation for him to show, okay, this is what I need to do to make it happen.
And
I don't think he gonna. I don't think he gonna.
And the first lady for saying that because
I don't. To me, I look at it like this. I don't think he gonna crack when the pressure comes.
No,
I say that from jump.
I mean,
I think he's gonna thrive in the pressure to me.
Just to kind of attest to his character.
Yeah.
Yesterday on Instagram, he posted, like, you know, when everything was announced, he posted, like, they put a picture of him, Jimmy G, and Brock Purdy, and he was like LFG, you know, and then he put their handles or whatever. Right. Like, this is like that showed me that he's a leader, he's a team guy, and he just wants to take those reins, and I'm here for it.
He's all in.
Hey, Jizzle, you've already said it, bro. It's like the fact is, bro, you know why Jimmy's not coming in unless Trey's hurt? It's because of what you said, bro. It's the draft capital.
He ain't coming in. I'm not even worried about Jimmy, to be honest.
I ain't worried about it neither.
I'm not worried about it either.
Yeah, he's not.
Me neither.
But but what you're saying is the reality. It creates an unnecessary. It does
another dynamic where everybody's talking about it, and like it makes me. And I like to get on Twitter and just do my thing, but then there's so much trolling that comes wrong.
You can look at it like this too, though.
Oh, you bring Jimmy G back now? Oh yeah, you know. And I'm done with that. Like, to be honest with you guys,
now you can look at it like this.
I have no ill will in my heart for Jimmy G. But now I have to just like go back in there. And then I had some people come in there like, hey man, they pulled receipts on your boy. Like, hey, because I said deactivate if Jimmy G's on the roster. Them niggas kept receipts. Okay. And it was on my line. And now I had to pay the price on that shit. Okay. And you might see it on Twitter. Y'all might see it on Twitter. And I'm not here for that, bro. Like, I'm not here for like that type of shit. But they got me. They got me. So I didn't say nothing else. So, but like, bro, to be honest with you.
But look at this scenario. Okay.
No,
wait. Just one second. Now, if they would have traded him or let him go, you have a Sudfeld, and if they would have kept Purdy on a 53-man roster, God forbid he get hurt, then you put Sudfeld in and they lose games. Then they could spin a narrative, okay, why did you get rid of Jimmy G? You should have kept him. You said you could keep him under the salary cap with the $24 million that he have. So you're gonna have all these different scenarios out there. Y'all know when they start coming with that craziness on Twitter, I just shut it down because they always gonna spin the narratives. Right. Either way, they're gonna spin it if Trey struggle, then okay, he on the roster, then you need to put him in. He can't handle the pressure, this and that. If he get hurt, then like I said, if Jimmy would have been on the roster, then they would have been like, well, you should have kept him. Now your season is in the tank. So you're gonna have all the different narratives out there. Nah, the best case scenario is Trey balls till he fall. He stay healthy behind the offensive line. The offensive line got to step up, man. They paying you to block. They paying you to get out there and do something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this about the offensive line. Realistically, they're gonna have to address it in the next all season via free agency or the draft.
Okay.
That's the way they're gonna have to address it.
You saying what I was saying.
Yeah.
Bro, don't cut all Justin School, all these guys Justin School started 8 games for us. You just cut him like willy-nilly. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And then we're cutting all these extra offensive linemen. And you're
now
just
realistically,
like, what is your...
realistically, they could probably bring him back at some point. If somebody get injured on the practice squad. I don't know, but
I feel you.
I'm not saying that they should have cut him. Now, I just don't think Justin School was up to snuff. Truth be told, it's not.
I can tell you a lot of guys weren't up to snuff.
Nah, Jalen Moore didn't look that hot, but they invested a draft pick in him, and they not gonna just kick him to the curb so quick. So maybe in their mind, it was better to keep Jalen Moore than
Toure. He showed more. Why did he get cut?
I was shocked when they let Toure go. That was one of the people I thought they would keep automatically. So,
and in Sermon, we invested a 3rd-round pick. And he made it 53.
That's what I'm saying. They admitted their mistake with Sermon.
And I didn't even want him to make it.
They admitted their mistake with Sermon. They realized they made a mistake with Sermon. So let's just
but P-Ward, you one of his biggest components.
Yeah,
bro.
well, I also said wait. Hold on. I also said if he didn't show what we thought he could show, then move on from him too. I did support him.
But he made the 53, brother. He made the 53. So what are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, he made the 53, but then they weighed him. So obviously something was disconnected, something was off.
Bro, none of your saying like it brother. Because you were supporting him, and then now he made it 53, and what's good, bro?
No. I think he's saying
no. Once he makes it 53, no. This is bad management by the Niners. Once you make people that go to 53, you have
not really.
No. Let me. It's my time to talk. Once you make a 53, and you have your identity, your set identity, you should not deviate from that. So you have a set identity. I didn't agree with it, to be honest with you. No more than you did. We kept 4 tight ends. Woo. But I started to see what they were saying. You had 4 big running backs. Justin Wilson. You had TDP. You had Trey Sermon. Elijah Mitchell, Scat Bat. Like, you know what I mean? I understood what they were trying to do. Now you start cutting the person after that versus a tight end and other guys you can cut. What are we doing here? Like, this is a real thing I'm asking you guys.
No, I got you. I got an answer. I got an answer. What they said with Sermon is that because the teams passed through the waiver, it's a better chance now that Sermon comes back on the practice squad as opposed to releasing him yesterday. I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm saying the explanation of why. It's bad management. I at this point, to cut him the day, not even 12 hours after you kept him, it is bad management. It is bad management, and that's my dude.
And Prez, I honestly don't think he's good. Now I'm not trying to be a
I got you.
I'm just going to argue for him or anything. He's not good to me. That's not what I just trying to feel like. I'm trying to fill out what the Niners are thinking, what their final roster. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let me address Trey Sermon right quick. Now, Okay, I don't know what their reasoning is for. Okay, you keep them, you put them on the 53, then you waive them. Only they know. I think it's a disconnect there. I realistically
don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Okay, that's just you. You could put. I can put it to you like this. Okay, you get hired for the job, but then there's a disconnect, and then you either leave the job or they let you go. It could be something personal that we don't know. You could say it's bad management, because why would you realistically make a roster and then they waive you after you make the roster? So I get what you're saying there. I think on some level they realize that he just ain't gonna ultimately be a
And I
part of what they
realize
want to do
he's
long
not
term.
good, but like,
Well, that's the point I'm trying to make.
The 53.
Well, and I'm not disagreeing with you on that. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you in the sense of it don't make sense to put him on a roster, on a 53-man roster, and then you waive him after that. So I'm not disagreeing with you on that. That's what I'm saying. There's something beyond just how they would justify the move. It's either something personal, or they just realize, you know what, in the long-term scheme of things, you're not going to be a part of what we're trying to do. So in essence, they're saying we wasted a 3rd-round pick. So I agree with you. They probably should have just.
I disagree with you, P Warrior.
Jizzle, let me read this comment.
I won't even say
what I was going to do the same thing, Mark. Ty Austin, teams alter their 53-man roster throughout the entire season. It's a business of football. It's a very salient statement. And one of the things about looking at this, we can't call them a genius for how they handle a contract and then question every move they make every single time they make a move. Do I like everything they did this week, Jizzle? No. Do I like the fact they put a man on the 53 roster and then cut him the next day? No. But we got to have a little more faith and watch this thing play itself out.
Yeah, and again, we don't understand it. Listen, some of us don't understand it. Some of us don't agree with it. Some may have lost faith in the management, how it's been run. Listen, it's all understood. It's respected, because that's all of our choice of us not understanding, not agreeing, whether we mad or sad or angry, whatever the case may be. It's all understood. However, listen, all I'm saying to our faithful Huddle and also to our faithful viewers, thank you for watching our show. We appreciate your availability, your time, and your support. All I'm asking the Niner Empire is to be patient with the 49ers strategy, how I would say, I'm going to use the word musical chairs with this roster, what they see fits to, for us to win. We got 2 more weeks until week 1. Let's just see how we play in week 1.
No, we don't got 2 more weeks.
Hold up. And also, furthermore, within the season, let's just wait and see. That's all I'm saying. I respect everybody's choices, where we at mentally. However, let's just wait and see week 1. Let's just wait and see. It ain't over yet. Honestly, I feel what Jizzle was saying. I was there a couple of days ago. I was pissed. At the same time, I'm like, yo, man, not that we're always faithful. It's just that, like, yo, I gotta trust what they're doing, because they see day and night and day what their players can do and cannot do. We gotta remember, faithful Huddle and our faithful viewers, our team strategy is based on development, and after that development, being consistent. You follow what I'm saying? So that's all I'm asking of our faithful Huddle and also our faithful viewers.
No, to be honest with you guys, I ain't gonna lie with you. I'm not on the development shit, bro. I want to win a Super Bowl.
We all do, bro.
I'm doing. Well, y'all might have different goals than I have.
Jizzle, I just said. Did you hear what I just said?
Talking about development, nah, bro.
No. You didn't hear what I said. You just said.
I did hear development.
Jizzle, hold up. You said, you want to win, and I said we all do. That's what I just said.
No, I feel you. You talking about this development stuff, though. I'm saying we got a team to win right now, and I want to win right now. If we don't win right now, it's a disappointment to me.
I feel you. Matter of fact, real talk, Jizzle, real talk. I can't speak for everybody, or maybe I will. It's a
I don't care if you speak for everybody. Speak for yourself.
No doubt. You know I always do. I believe it's a disappointment regardless, because our roster, and we've been saying this, we all of us, we've been saying, even with the Debo distraction, I've said if Debo gets traded or if he's not on this team, we're not a playoff team. That was
no.
But what I'm making a point. What I'm saying is now is that, like, yo, we have a roster. We have a Super Bowl roster right now. We have the ability to win right now. I think the majority of us on this panel said that we're gonna win the championship, and we have.
You know what I don't want for us, for anybody on this panel to be like, it's okay to just be average, bro. And then this is for just not even
yo, Jizzle, who's saying nobody said that?
No, I'm just telling you what I want for us, because, bro, be honest with you.
Yeah.
I want to win a Super Bowl every year. Uncle Keith, I want to win a Super Bowl every year.
We've all been saying that all year. I agree with you.
Chris, I want to win a Super Bowl every year. P. Warrior, what's up? I want a Super Bowl every year. And I'm not gonna be able to feel y'all on that level if y'all not really feeling me on that level. I wanna win. I'm Mike Singletary. I want winners.
You gotta ride right now. Just the ride just may be bumpy, bro. But you gotta ride. It's what it is.
No, it ain't gonna be bumpy, bro.
I ain't saying it like that. I'm saying we got. When I say
we always faithful.
No, I'm saying no, not to. I'm not saying the faith. I'm saying the path. Like this football team, like it's going to be bumpy with this offensive line right now. It's just going, and not just the offensive line. The quarterback being young, it just is what it is on that side. We got all the playmakers. We got everything in place. We got the defense hand down. You got all your skill position players. You couldn't ask for more. The problem is that we got to go through these trenches of getting this line right. 100%. As much money as they have right now, dog, at some point we will bring in a right tackle. I can't fathom not. You know what I'm saying? But kind of
I completely agree with Press saying, because that's my biggest worry about this thing is the offensive line, and we got to do something about this shit. And like we cut more guys from the offensive line than we tried to do anything about the situation.
Yeah, no, it's complete. Yeah, they have fumbled it. They fumbled Trey Sermon. I gotta admit it. I gotta eat it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, however, like kind of like Jizzle was asking earlier, like, damn, how was I so far off? You know what I'm saying? Like, me too, because everybody been saying, and I'm over here the only one, like, nah. And then he still gets cut. So, like, damn, bro, I feel you on that, 100%.
Hey, but Prez, what I was trying to tell you, and I was never ever trying to like make it a me or against you kind of thing, but I was saying for us, and we're content creators, is just basically we put ourselves out there and say our opinion, man. And I won't lie with y'all. I'm gonna be wrong, maybe more than I'll be right. Probably not, because I know my shit. I'm gonna be right more than I'm be wrong, but that's not the thing. I'm not trying to be right more than I'm wrong. I don't even care, because I'm putting myself out there, man. You know what I mean? And putting myself out there and saying something that, you know, that might be contrarian to most people, whatever. You know what I mean? And I believe that's what we need to do, is push ourselves to that level where you don't even know if you're contrarian or you're on the easy side. You know what I mean? And not be afraid to be wrong.
You're showing your passion, though. We get it. We definitely get you showing your passion. There's no doubt that you're strong in your spot. There's no doubt that you know football. You know, but one of the things as a group we do that's very, very good is our interaction is amazing. And tonight, God bless you. Today affected you tough the whole week. and you let your passion come out, and I respect that. It felt like we were going off the rails for a minute, but I respect the fact that I see your passion and you believe what you believe. Don't think for a second. Don't think
red and gold, bro, is right behind me. So I'm dead and cold, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
And I wish Troy could be here. I wish Troy could be here with us because Troy's my boy. And like, man, for us to branch off, and Mark knows it, for us to branch off, me, Troy, and Mark were originally on a original podcast. We all were in there, and we got blindsided when we realized that it wasn't going to go that way, that we thought it could go. And Mark and I started to realize what Mark was doing. He was doing all this stuff behind the scene. I'm like, damn, Mark's the guy. You know what I mean? And I don't want to put you guys through the whole thing of it, but like, I was like, man, Mark is that guy. You know what I mean? Mark, and I know he was a producer before, and I was like, man, and you know what? My self-preservation was like, when I saw the shit wasn't gonna work, I was like, damn, well, I don't want to not be on a podcast no more, so maybe we make this shit work. And I tried to call Mark and be like, hey, can we make this shit work? Yeah, can we do it? You know what I mean? And he was like, nah, it's all bad. Like,
it is now working. Look at that.
Yeah, and now look where we're at. We're at a better place. And we got the First Lady, and she is so special to us. And First Lady, I appreciate everything you did. Man. And now we're at a better place. But, you know, that's where we're at that point in time. And now we got Uncle Keith. Oh, my God. Uncle Keith. We couldn't do this without you, bro. You make this shit happen, bro.
I promise you, if I could hug you, I might not let you go for 4 minutes.
That'd be a little sus, but I'll probably allow it. Can it be from the back, though? Can it be from the back?
No, bro, ain't no trick like that now. Come on now. No.
Hey, you didn't even say pause. So it probably can happen. It probably can happen. But anyways, I'm gonna stop being so comedic about it. Like, I didn't even know we were gonna go anywhere after this, but like Mark, and I give him all the credit, man. He had a vision, and I know everything's, gonna be all right after that, And
can I stop you right? Can I stop you right there? So what you're saying, and I don't mean to stop you, man, because I know you
stop me.
But the point of me stopping you is just to remind you what you're saying. Think about where we were and think about where we are now. Now let's switch that how we feel right now regarding our team, the 49ers. Where we at right now, some of us are mad, angry, confused, hurt, disappointed, whatever you want to say and whatever you want to call it. Let's be optimistic regarding our season. Yes, it may be tough for us. However, I want to inspire y'all, our faithful viewers and our faithful Huddle. Be patient with this process. Believe me, my mouth is closer to my ears, so I got to take my own advice because I was there also a couple of days ago regarding the Jimmy G thing. However, sometimes we gotta look past it, and it's not all about me. It's about the team. So with that said, just what I'm saying to you, bro. Just like by the experience where we were and where we are now, let's use that. What's the word I'm looking for? Optimism. I'm gonna just say that going forward with our team, man. I think we're gonna be all right, guys.
I mean, yeah,
I like that. Now, Always Faithful shirt that you're wearing today. It's like you look like that Black Superman, bro.
Real life. I mean, that's
good, bro.
That's then I said like 11-6 because I expected this. I didn't expect I expected us to have a line that was going to be the biggest issue because everything else wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was like it's just really to the point where we just got to give it time to play out. That's why I always said the first 8 games are going to be something because this team on offense has to find an identity. That's just what it's going to be. And so it's like the main point is the back end of our schedule is easy. By that time, you'll know what you have, and what you have will be playing in repetition. You know what I'm saying? Even in the season, I would imagine Shanahan's going to have to shuffle stuff around on his line until he gets it figured out, unless it works off top. And you got the trade deadline and everything like that. So ultimately, it's the same goal. This team can still get to the Super Bowl. This team can still come through and play for the one. I don't think we can play for the 1 seed. I've never thought we were going to be able to play for the 1 seed this year personally. But it's
like my arch nemesis right here. And you know what? I believe that we could do that, but I believe we need to keep Treylands healthy the whole year.
Oh, of course.
I don't want to depend on Jimmy G doing anything for us because he proves he's got us there just to lead us off the cliff. It's like a shepherd following his flock off the cliff. He's trying to keep his.
Any good coach makes things work. And we have one of the best coaches in the league.
If not the best.
If not the best coach.
Yep.
And as far as Treylands being the quarterback, and what he can do, good coaches make their players succeed.
Facts.
And I have all the belief in Kyle Shanahan to do that.
Hey, where's your Kyle Shanahan behind you? What's up, First Lady? What happened?
Him and I actually got into a little,
okay.
Circle, but he'll be back next week.
Okay, you made him sleep on the couch?
Yeah, pretty much. But George,
what happened though? Like, I want to know what happened here.
But George Kittle actually walked through my front door today, so they're both going to be.
He was not feeling that, huh? He sent him on a go route.
Right, exactly.
So listen, guys.
Next week they'll both be on, so we'll be all good.
Okay.
We got a couple of minutes left. Do anybody have a question or questions for our panel?
I got a question. Why Uncle Keith just covered himself up right there? I saw that.
Why
are you cold in Florida, bro?
I want to bring one name up in the secondary.
Say it again.
I want to bring one name up from our secondary.
Okay.
Samuel Womack.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's the guy, though. That guy is going to be the reason.
Turn up the Mac.
Turn up the Mac. Hey, he going to be the reason that we don't commit treason. Word up to Donald Trump. Word to Donald Trump.
Cue the music up.
But no. But in all seriousness, I'm gonna say something real quick.
Look.
Reason I like Womack after seeing him in the preseason and everything, he wins with inside leverage, and he's a nickel cornerback, and we played him on outside too. This guy wins with inside leverage. Like we put him on the outside, he got called for one pass interference or whatever, but he wins with inside leverage and. You guys might not know what I'm saying, but he wins on the inside, and he's a nickel back, and so you're gonna win on the inside leverage a lot.
Jizzle, check out Paul.
He's able to get.
Jizzle, check out Paul. That's Paul.
Hey,
what's up, fellas? I'm on tonight. You see me and my boy the preseason opener. What's up, Mark?
Hey, and you know what's good about this is he has season tickets for the 49ers. And we're going to play his team on that. We need to get him on after, if we're going to do two, like you said, Mark, we're going to do two podcast during a week. We might need to get his insight after we beat the Bears and smash them like we are. We're gonna need the insight to be like, how do we smash you like that? You know what I mean? We're gonna need that. We need that, bro, because honestly, I'm on some Pinky in the Brain type shit.
What up,
I'm on
Perk?
some Pinky in the Brain type shit. How did we smash y'all like that? We're gonna need somebody that, you know, I know he's watching right now. You're gonna be like, damn, bro, why you doing me like this? But like, bro, we're gonna smash you guys on the first week, and then we're gonna know. We want to know why did we smash you like that?
Thanks for checking in, Perk. We love you.
And thanks for checking in, Perk Dog. You know, you follow me on Twitter. I follow you on Twitter. We out here.
I love Perk. Perk is awesome.
All right, that's what's up. Hey, Perk, if you're going down, okay.
Jizzle, I put the blanket on so the dog can sit.
That's good.
Say hi to Jizzle.
Hey, I'll snatch your dog and take him.
All right, Jizzle. So listen, let's
go get the gun. Go get the gun.
Oh yeah.
No. Don't tell him to do that. Don't tell him to do that.
Hello, Jizzle. Shout out to Perk. Perk, my statement to you, bro.
No, the big one.
If you're going to the week 2 game, God willing, I'll be out there. I hope to meet you out there, bro. Real talk. Hope to meet you out there.
Yeah, I ran into Perk last year, and it was just like, it was so awesome. It was so great to see you.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you again. Hopefully you're going to be out for the home opener.
Hey, if he's out for the home opener, we about to do a tailgate, bro. And we about to make this shit go crazy, bro. Matter of fact, y'all about to be out here, man. We got to decide where what parking lot we're gonna be at, bro. Like,
we're
gonna do it on the show.
Yeah, we'll figure all that out.
Yeah. All right. Let me just post this comment real quick. Paul says we will break it down. Let's meet up anytime. Look forward to it. Likewise, Paul. You know we got love for you, bro. So our faithful Huddle, what are your final thoughts?
You know, all I could say is trust the process. You know, we may not understand the moves that Kyle and John have made, but they have made it because they have a plan in place, obviously. Just remember, if this was the Harbaugh era, this would be a complete dumpster fire.
Yeah.
But trust the process. We got this. We're winning the Super Bowl this year. Treylands is not looking over his shoulder, faithful. He got this. He's our QB1. He's confident. He's ready to roll. Let's go. And as I always say, go Niners.
Bang, bang, till you can't bang.
Anybody else?
Well, I don't even agree that if it was Harbaugh, it'd be a dumpster fire. I believe we should have won a Super Bowl. One of the Super Bowls with Harbaugh there.
He
totally
wanted his brother to win the Super Bowl. He wanted his brother to win the Super Bowl. If we didn't play his brother, Wait,
Yes, you really believe that? He wanted to let his brother win the Super Bowl when he was in the Super Bowl?
I believe that. Yep. I believe that.
What?
Yep. That's right, Perk.
I'm about to log off, bro. I can't. Are you serious? You think he just gave it to his brother?
Stranger things have happened.
Okay, guys. I'm about to click the button. Like, I can't. Like, really? All right, y'all. It's been real.
Yeah, we're going to end the show in a few minutes, Jizzle.
We're gonna have to.
Thanks, Ty. Love you, Ty.
Yes. I will say this before anybody else have their final thoughts. To our faithful viewers, thank you for your patience and your understanding. You know, we just discussing, you know, the state of the faithful.
And special thank you to Jack Hammer. Jack, thank you for joining us tonight. It was awesome. We look forward to speaking with you down the road.
Facts.
Yeah. And along with that, being that we was discussing the state of the faithful, everybody's state is different. And we gotta try to understand it and most importantly respect it, whether we agree with it or not. Along with that, again, to our faithful viewers, as always, thank you for your availability, your time, and your support. To the faithful huddle, do y'all have anything else before I get us out of here?
Man, yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in, man.
Go Niners.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. To our favorite viewers, thank you for watching our show. As y'all should know, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, our time, we do a show every Wednesday night. We hope that you join us every Wednesday night. On that note, we're gonna be out of here, guys. All right.
Go Niners.
Bang bang.
Good night. Deuces.
Bang bang, try gang bang, no more P word. Let's run. What's up? Hey.